in foreclosure from voting. While in Colorado, Republicans are investigating voter registrations there. They fear absentee ballots could be forged in this election. And there are new allegations now involving the activist group ACORN. They've registered more than 1 million voters so far. There are now ACORN-related investigations of possible fraud in voter registrations reported in Wisconsin, Ohio, Michigan, North Carolina, and the latest investigation is in New Mexico. That's where the Secretary of State, Mary Herrera, joins us now from Albuquerque. Good morning, Ms. Herrera. Thanks for joining us here on Fox News.
Good morning. Thank you.
What kicked all this off? What, about 1,000 or more than 1,000 suspected fraudulent voter registration forms?
That's correct. Yes, a little over 1,000 cards came in with wrong addresses and Social Security numbers, duplicate Social Security numbers. Therefore, we turned them over to the proper authorities to be investigated.
Now, when you say the proper authorities, you mean prosecutors?
Well, the district attorney here in Albuquerque will be reviewing the situation. I want to bring it up that this did occur last presidential election as well. When I was county clerk, I had turned him over to the U.S. Attorney General, and nothing ever did occur from that investigation. So I'm hoping we could put a stop to this.
So you're saying, what, back in 2004, you had the same thing, false and fraudulent registrations. You turned them over to the government, and the prosecutors did nothing?
Well, they never could really tie it down, and so, to my knowledge, no one was ever prosecuted.
Well,
so this isn't the first time this has occurred, and this does occur when you pay individuals to go out and register individuals to vote, and then you pay them by a quota, and so, you know, that's where I think we really need to concentrate.
Do you think they should do that? I mean, we've seen this all over the country now. We saw in Washington State, ACORN workers went to jail because they faked these forms. And as far as we know, that's one of the only cases where people really went to jail on this. And you say that you tried to take action, but nothing happened.
No, if we can get down to the nitty-gritty, and anyone that is committing fraud out there, we should prosecute. Unfortunately, the elected officials here and the election officials, we don't have the authority. We just turn all of those suspicious cards over to the proper authorities.
ACORN says, well, it's not us. It's the workers. We don't condone illegality. We abide by the law. Do you think ACORN has been doing enough to try and stop this type of fraud? I don't know if you heard me. Mr. Herrera, do you think ACORN's been doing enough? They say that it's not them, it's the workers. Oh, I think we got the voter fraud bugs in the audio, so we won't be able to get that answer from the Secretary of State, but we thank her for joining us. And apologize for this technical problem. Speaking of ACORN and other issues dealing with voter fraud, coming up in the next hour, we will get to your emails. Plus, if you suspect election problems or voter fraud where you live, we want to know about it. You can send us an email at voterfraud@foxnews.com. We know that you and us want to keep the election honest and fair, no matter for whom you want to vote. Right, Jamie?
You're like a one-man law enforcement on that one. You've been all over the country so far, and